30 years ago when Danny Glover said the line, "I'm too old for this." A classic from one of our favorite buddy cop movies, Lethal Weapon. ABC's Chris Connolly just sat down with the cast, who's reuniting for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Michael. Well, the Lethal Weapon film served up comedy and action on a human scale, and the chemistry between its actors was undeniably fun to watch. So, are they getting too old for this you-know-what? Well, it sure didn't seem that way. It's a joyful reunion for the stars of Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Rene Russo. The first time they've been together since shooting the final scenes of Lethal Weapon 4, the franchise's last film. Why do you have such affection when you see each other again after all this time?
I think, it was at a time in all our lives when we sort of something just clicked. I think there was a lot of love between us. When I see them, I just kind of get the same feeling, which is, it's kind of like seeing a teenage sweetheart or something. It's that sort of thing.
I think you can say whatever you want about the films, but I think the relationship got better and better over the period of time.
Do you really want to jump?
From the first film's 1987 debut, Lethal Weapon turbocharged its genre. There was Gibson's off-the-wall and back-at-you lawman, Riggs.
I think we're all a little crazy. And I may be a little crazier than most people, so it was an easy thing for me to access.
Gun!
He was paired with Glover's heading towards retirement family man Murtaugh, who'd get the best-loved line in buddy cop movie history.
Too old for this. I can't get anywhere. Somebody says, just say it to me. Just say, I'm getting too old for this,
It's the to be or not to be of this genre of movies.
The scratch?
Come on, it feels like Grand Canyon.
In 1992's Lethal Weapon 3, Rene Russo would come on board as cop Lorna Cole, her and Mel's Riggs memorably comparing scars.
Favorite scene I've ever done, ever. Wow. And not just because you're like this crazy good kisser, which you are.
Director Richard Donner would encourage Mel's on-set improvisations.
And he would, give me the best line sometimes.
You can't imagine how quick Mel was. It's always something. I mean, it's all that. Say, yeah, let's do it.
I can't even remember dialogue now. In fact, I have the body of an 18-year-old. I just can't remember where I buried it.
Its state-of-the-era action sequences kept Lethal Weapon audiences on the edge of their seats, but sometimes found Glover asleep in his.
I'm in the passenger seat. Mel's driving. And we had to drive the location. I can't remember a time I did not go to sleep.
That's
during
true,
the time.
actually, I remember.
Right. Donna would always say, wake Glover up before we start shooting.
Their clear chemistry makes talk of a possible Lethal 5 unavoidable. Now, how much would you guys be interested in doing another one?
You should see me walk to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah, right.
That is not going to happen.
But how tempted are you sometimes, Mel?
You'd play off the fact that they're not as limber as they used to be.
Yeah, you have to.
And I think that would be fun.
It could be real comedy.
Rip Van Weapon.
Rip Van Weapon.
Those three among the many stars who turned out last night for the Academy tribute to director Richard Donner, the guiding hand of the Lethal Weapon films. Well deserved.